Another question, and I was going to get to this, but definitely they want to know your feelings on JC trying to like holler at you. That's a guy who's on everybody's list as one of the best writers, top
Yeah,
10.
facts.
You're steady climbing that list with each battle. Is like does is he one of those guys that I hate to say this, but you know the term skip the line? If there was a line, is he's the one that you know you got other people in mind, but is that one
Mhm.
you feel like you got to get kind of sooner than later?
Sooner than later, I guess you could say it like that. But JC's a great. You know what I mean? He's one of the goats. Me and JC had talked about this probably months ago about
Mm.
this shit going down. I think when I battled Mike P, that's when me and JC talked about it. Because he was on Kings and Queens the next day. Yeah, I think that's when we talked about it. I'm down for it, man. I think that battle would be incredible. I only want to battle people that are a challenge to me. You know what I mean? Um, so that's why I think my next battles, in whatever order, you gotta have DNA in there. You gotta have JC. You gotta have Av.
Ooh.
Who else do people want to see me battle? JC, Av, DNA. Am I missing anybody?
Uh,
I'd love to battle Daylight, but I don't know if that's in the reach.
I
You know,
think
he keeps calling me out. He
yeah,
keeps
nah,
fucking. It's like, yo, let's go. Come on, I'm
facts.
ready. Let's
I would
do it.
like to
But
see. So, is it just a point of view? Because a lot the common theme I hear is like you're not really ready to go back and go against your fellow new era guys. It's not like y'all got a devised plan to trying to just wipe out any uh era that was before you guys. That's what it seemed like. Y'all still on that type of
we
time.
we we wiping out all the lazy workers and the people that aren't good enough to stand with us. You know what I mean? We're trying to set a new standard.
Ooh,
This
that's
is the
heavy.
standard you got to come with. You know what I mean? And if you're not up to this standard, get out of here. You know what I mean? So I think that's the attitude all of us new guys have. We're good. There's a lot of future classics in this class. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So all we're doing by battling these people that the fans are already familiar with is we're showing you what we can do with, like, if you're already familiar with a battle rapper and then you see somebody that you might have never seen battle before and you're like, oh shit, he's up here, and then you battle someone else, oh, he could go there, oh, he could go there. So we're all doing that. So then me and Easy could headline Summer Madness next year. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like Kid Chaos and Jada Nightwing would be ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like Fonz and Castro. Like there's all these crazy Easy and Swamp. Like there's all these crazy future classics. You know what I mean? So um, look, all of us are hungry. All of us are trying to be great every battle, and we don't need the people that are just showing up for checks or showing up just what I mean, just treating it like it's normal. We need the people that are going to show up and try to make it a classic or a casket. That's why we keep saying that, classic or casket. Those are the only two options battling us. You know
Damn.
what I mean? So
Man, that's it's gonna be a lot of names that's gonna be falling off
yeah.
this list, man. When you talk about JC,
Mm-hmm.
DNA, I personally, like I said, I think you and Rock could be fire.
And Rock, yeah, Rock would be crazy.
Yeah,
And then obviously the Mount Rushmore guys too. You know what I mean? Solomon, Disaster, people like that are incredible. If I ever get to stand in front of them, Daylight, you know what I mean? Those
yeah,
those are the aliens, right? So like that's the goal. That's where you should be aiming when you get in here. You know what I mean? And so far I battled Chilla, Magic, Mike P, Danny, and Arsenal. And it's not even a year since I battled Chilla. You know what I mean? So
that's impressive.
yeah, I'm trying to keep inclining, bro.
Honestly, are you paying any attention to your resume and other people's resume and wins and losses when it comes to champion of the year? Because you in that talk now, like
Yeah,
your name is getting mentioned now.
yeah.
Are you focused on that? Like, do you line your now? Because a lot of people will be worried. Because Danny, right? Danny starts off hot every year, and we put his name in there, and he takes
Mhm.
one too many battles that and you were that. You were the one that got him up out of that discussion.
Right.
Are you going to work yourself into a position where these battles make sense for you in order to get that ultimate prize, or you're not even thinking about that?
I think my focus should be on just being better and better every time you see me. You know what I mean? Like that's my main focus. If champion happens, that's great. I definitely think I'm definitely top 10 this year as far as resumes go, as far as wins and losses. Like I think I'm top 10 this year so far. But yeah, I'll let the panel decide that. I don't wanna get too focused on that and then I end up being second or third. And I'm like, it's so close. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
because right now I'm guessing Geechee and Rum are 1 and 2, right?
yeah, that's the
And then
public opinion right now.
after that, you got all the other names, Ill Will, A Wars, Loso, you know
Hmm.
what I mean? Myself, like, I'm, I just, it's just super dope to me that I'm being mentioned with the best, the best. So like I said, that's what I do it for. I just have a passion for this shit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
Any more questions in the chat? Please share. Oh, somebody I forgot who that was who asked about your inspirations in getting into this game. I think you alluded to some of them coming
mhm.
up, but even just non-battle rap, because like you've always stated that your energy and your the way you craft your shit comes from just hip hop in general, not necessarily battle rap. Um,
Facts.
when you look at and I wanted to ask you this last time, but that's why I'm glad you're back. I get a second chance to ask you this one.
Yeah.
Do you get any new inspiration? Like, is there anybody current that you listen to that give you some new energy when it comes to formulating rounds or just things for your projects at all?
Yeah. So as far as old inspirations, Crooked Eye is a big influence on me.
Mm-hmm.
M, Cool G Rap, uh, Lloyd Banks, Joe Budden, Royce the 5'9", um, Big L. Did I say that? Big Pun. Like those kind of rappers are definitely big influences on me. Tech Nine, you know what I mean? Far as now, you know who Cambada is? You ever
No,
heard of Cambada? He just did a project with Lux. This dude Cambada is crazy.
I'm about to put that in
He
my
is
phone.
crazy. Put that put just type in Lux and Cambada. Cambatta. Cambada. Cambada is an alien. He's crazy. The homie Nino Bless, he's
Oh
an
yeah,
alien
yeah.
too. He's an alien. You know what I mean? I talk to him all the time, and we'll be showing each other verses and shit like that.
That's dope.
And it's like it's inspiring. You know what I mean? Who else like current? To be honest, like Lil Baby is fire, bro.
Of course,
I
yeah.
fuck
Shit,
with
yeah. You
Lil
can't deny
Baby.
little
Like
baby
you
now.
can't like he is ridiculous. Like cause he actually be saying something and his flows be
But his
crazy.
cadence and flow, yeah,
His
it's
K, yeah,
crazy.
all of that shit. Lil Baby is fire. Who else is current that I listen to? Obviously Griselda, you know what I mean? Conway,
Yeah.
Benny. Um, that's all I could think about right now.
Mm.
Uh, but yeah, that's the probably the most current shit that I've heard that I fuck with.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Um, is
Mhm.
he afraid of oversaturation and battling too much, especially with everyone calling? Says Simran. Asked by Simran.
Yeah, but you know what makes people get oversaturated as well as taking too many battles is if they do the same thing every battle. Now I am more choosy with my battles. Like I'm not gonna battle 6 more times. I'm not battling every single month. You know what I mean? Um, but what can you do when the greats call? If they call, hit my line and say, "Yo, DNA wants to battle you on Summer Madness," I'm not gonna say no to that. If they say, "Yo, for this Drake event, they want to see you and JC," I'm not gonna say no.
Hmm.
But at the same time, yeah, I do consider oversaturation because I'm not trying to I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to find the perfect balance between battling because I love it and that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oversaturation. I need to find the balance. So I think not being on every card is the first step. You know what I mean? Let a card happen, a card or two happen without me on it. Um,
So that I mean, ideally, then
yeah,
we're in July right now. Summer Madness is approaching. There's
Hmm.
other events coming up. Ideally, based on your output already, how many more battles do you think you want to take before the year's over with?
Probably three.
Three,
Probably three more.
three more.
Probably three more.
That's
So like
balanced.
let's say hypothetically I get JC, DNA, and Av this year. And I have great battles with everybody. My resume this year would be Sneezy Bo on iBattle for a one rounder. Shout out to
Shout out to
iBattle.
Sneezy.
Uh they don't count 2-on-2s, right? Or one rounders,
They
right?
count. I think
So,
they count one rounders a little higher
but
than
not
2-on-2s, but not
okay.
by much.
As far as 3 round battles, if that happens, it would be Mike P, Danny, Arsenal, Av, DNA, and JC. That's a strong six.
See, you
That's a
are thinking about champion of the year a little bit. Look like you look.
it's
I caught
I'm
him.
not
I caught him. I got you,
I'm
Sick.
not I'm not trying. I'm looking at it, you know what I mean? But I'm not saying like that's my goal. I'm
Mm,
saying if it happens, that's fire. But
right.
that's not what I'm gunning for more than classic or casket. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that more so than having a specific goal of champion of the year. If it happens, fire.
Mm,
Fire. But yeah, if I have that six this year, that's incredible. You know what I mean? So
that'd be powerful.
that would be crazy. If I do great, let's say I battle on Summer Madness and I do great, and then Rock wants to see me, and then I get Rock this year. Like that would be crazy too. If Solomon comes back, like if Daylight is like fuck it, I want to battle somebody new, and then me and him battle. Like all of these are potential matchups, but I'm thinking I'm thinking like three more. You know what I mean?
Three
Because
more.
July, let's say September, somewhere between October and November, and then December. So like three more makes sense.
Nice. Three more.
Yeah.
That would be the right amount because like I feel like that's a couple of weeks in between, a couple of
Hmm.
months or two. That makes sense because
Yeah.
you prepare early. Like you're not one of these guys because this new era is
It's like
kind of like they're so if they win the battle that
hmm
they'll be like, and I did this on 2 days prep. What you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yeah, but what happens when you get murdered? You don't brag about that the same. But with you, I feel
yeah.
like you get your shit done pretty like early in the process, right?
I don't even brag about that because I feel like you're supposed to. That's part of the job. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like me and Chilla had 12, 14 days. I wrote my shit for Magic the week before. My Mike P shit was no more than 2 weeks. You know what I mean? My Danny shit I finished probably the Thursday before the battle, so I only spent like a week on it. Um,
Wait, what?
and
Wait,
then
the Danny
and then my
shit?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I didn't want to cheat. You know what I mean? So like I didn't want to. He had all these battles coming up,
Oh,
and didn't want to hear any excuse like,
yeah,
"Oh, Stick had all this extra time." And nah, I waited till his Enes battle was done,
that's
and
facts.
that was the week before he battled Suge. But he had told me on the phone he already got his Suge material, so I was like, "All right, cool. I'll wait till that." I waited till the Enes shit, and that's when I started prepping. You know what I mean? I was stressing over that. Me and Ars had 18 days or something like that. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I can do it. And it's dope that I do it because that's, one of the things that Joe Budden even highlighted. Like, it's crazy you get ready that fast. Yeah, but that comes from practicing the craft. You know what I mean? Um, that's why I want to take like a month just preparing. I think the shit that I would come up with and the ideas I would have and all of that stuff would be crazy. So
Yeah,
if Summer Madness works out, that would be perfect because I would just from now to Summer Madness prepare and see what happens. You know what I mean?
I would.
So
That would be a That's a dangerous thing to think about if for to stand in
yeah,
front of. If I'm anybody, for sure. A ledge ag six sick to spit his daily 16 bars from today. How you know he got 16 bars from today? You told him.
because I told no I told people I try to write a 16 a day. My 16 for today I'm writing after I do this and then I got DNA show after this. After that, that's when I'm gonna write it. I write my 16s a day at the end of the day. So it's like practice, right? 16 doesn't mean 16 bars. 16 means a verse. 16 bars is the minimum. You know what I mean? Sometimes it'll turn into 48. Sometimes it'll just be 16. You know what I mean? So I do that for practice.
How you get motivated to do a verse every day, dog? That is.
I just try to make bars out of everything. Like, let's say I'm walking and somebody says, so like today I heard somebody say form of expression. I write down form of expression. I'm like, all right, what rhymes with form of expression? Ask the Lord for your blessings. Storing a weapon. I'm just writing shit that rhymes with it. Yesterday, my boy Nino, I was like, yo, give me 2 words. And he said Pangea. And then he said Tupacalypse attitude. And I rhymed all the syllables with both of those things. You know what I mean? It's just practice. You know what I mean? So like, that just random shit. If I don't,
you're my guy, but you are certified nuts. Like, who does that? Like, that's crazy. That's a little crazy.
Somebody that's trying to get better. That's who does it. You know what I mean? And then I'll practice different aspects of it too. I'll try to do one with like I'll try to rhyme a whole verse with something with the same. People don't understand. Let me break this down. A lot of people don't understand how difficult it is to rhyme a bunch of syllables. People just say multis and they don't know what they're talking about. Multi means multi-syllable rhyme. So what that means is you're taking a certain amount of syllables and you're rhyming with it without repeating any words. You know what I mean? You're thinking of new words to, all right, so let me think of one with this arse battle. So I said the fluent to you bar, right? Bullets like your first language, they fluent to you. I'm not just rhyming with you. I'm rhyming flew into you. 4 syllables. So I said, make it do what it do. Losing my cool, let it loose when I shoot at a roof and get a medulla removed. Cruising through your crew by using tools I used in my youth. Bullets like your first language, they fluent to you. I'm rhyming that shit like that. That much rhyming is different. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people just listen to the bar. They don't understand how difficult it is to try to have different words and rhyme that much. You know what I mean? So like even my favorite bar in the 3rd round was Badger the Witness. Am I taking these questions too far? Right. So like it's not only rhyming, you gotta be saying something. The people that are ass are the ones that will just come up with a random thing that fills a bunch. You know the formula. Yeah. You know you got to rhyme this much. This is what I was getting on.
Like a gun bar that has nothing to do with your ending point. I hate that. Yeah. Now that's filler. Uncle
so
Ra.
That, or like
I forgot.
Or like it gotta make sense. This is what I was getting on Danny for, right? When I was making fun of his setups. I was like, you rhyme with Luau Cinder. What you think you rhyme with it? Did you being in a shootout with her? Did it do that? Nope. He said you're cool gal tender. That like nobody talks like that, right? That was my point. It's like it gotta make sense with the bar.
I gotta shout out. I gotta shout out Nico TV. Shout out to my boy, the brother from the West. When you said that, he stopped watching your battle and he texted me like, "What did I tell?" We had a talk about this 2 years ago, and I was like, "Danny been cooking." He said, "Yeah, but." He ain't really. I'm like, what are you talking about? His setup, he got the worst setups in the world, bro. And I said, what? And then I watched this battle recently versus Kang in a 1-rounder. And
you start noticing it, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes, you know what it is with Danny, man? It was awful. I don't think, and I could be wrong, but because of how great Danny is, I don't think he puts that much thought into his setups. Only because of the frequency of his battles. You know what I mean? So he probably has the punch. He's like, all right, whatever. Like one of his craziest punches to me was my punches like Einstein's theories, the way I space, time, and continuum. That was fine.
Saint Mike.
Yeah, but what was the setup? You remember the setup? What do you think he rhymed with space, time, continuum?
I'm scared that I hope you don't know.
He said, I break spines at minimum.
We ain't doing that, Sick. No, he ain't say that.
No, it's an example.
He didn't say that.
But like,
did he
my
really say that?
point, no, dead ass. He said, I break spines at minimum. Which, so I'm only using this. I'm not trying to get on Danny. I
No.
fuck with Danny.
Danny
I'm
is
just
cool.
giving an
Dope.
example
Yeah.
that had nothing to do with space-time continuum, right?
At all.
He could have Saint Mike goes with space-time. It's a kind of slant rhyme. You could say something with Saint Mike, because that's who he was battling, right? Or like just something that makes sense with that. But he just said that. But I think it's the other side of the coin when you're battling that much.
Yeah.
You're not really trying to do that. But for example, like his first round with me, when he was rhyming crazy, the part he fucked up on, like he was you know, the rhymes he was saying were making sense. What he say? Shatter his skull, batter his bones. What was the last of the Mohicans? That's
That's
what
the
he was rhyming
Mohicans.
with,
Yeah.
which is crazy because I'm not Native American. But last of the Mohicans, he was rhyming that great because I think he put thought into it. But then one of them was real bad because he said, "These the raps to behold, heathen." I was like, "Did this man just call me a heathen, bro?" Like,
And
what
behold,
the?
that's crazy.
But yeah, the setups is definitely something you have to make work. Like that's part of being a writer. If you're just a
Absolutely.
puncher, nobody's gonna critique your setups. But if you're calling yourself a writer,
Everything counts.
setups is part of it. Yeah, everything counts.
Everything counts. I
So
definitely agree with that, and that was funny. Might be the bar guy, but you just set up Satan.
yeah, right.
That
Yeah.
was that hit so home to me. I was like, God damn it, Nico, you were right.
Thank you, man. Because I was really nervous about using that because I was like, do the fans even care about setups? It's like they probably just care how it sounds and then what the punch is. You know what I mean? That's why I was like nervous about bringing that up. But it's also an angle that nobody used against them before. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
But
Yeah.
no, that's part of the craft. You know what I mean? So me writing a verse every day, that's just practicing that, bro. Like, how can I rhyme with two-apocalypse attitude and make it make sense? And now I'm thinking of mad two-apocalypse attitude, longitude, latitude. That was one I thought of. This mad shit. Honestly, that's the truth. That's another one. Like, I don't remember everything. I wrote it yesterday, but yeah, bro,
I'm
like that.
gonna practice
That's
that.
part of it.
I'm gonna practice that and murder somebody. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I need to start
That's
battling.
one of the things. Yeah, yeah. Making sense is on the top of the list of rapping. You have to make sense. You got to be talking about something.
Yeah.
That's hip hop. That's spreading a message, saying something. Like that's part of it. The second part is rhyming as much as you can. And while you got to still make sense while you're doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, with your music, you focus less on that aspect, don't you? Or is it more
I
melodic?
mean, I don't punch a lot in my music. You know what I mean? Because like that's battle rap shit. Music is more about the vibe of the song. So I think where a lot of people might mess up is they just try to rap their ass off. So what I used to do, I used to just try to body every verse. Every verse I did, I was like, all right, if it was a trap beat, I would double time it and go crazy with that and shit. But it's more so about the vibe of the song. So like when you hear a beat, what mood does that beat put you in? And then making your words and your flow match that mood. That's what music is about versus like a freestyle. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of people might not know the difference between those two. But yeah, when I make music, it's not really, I'm still rhyming a lot. You know what I mean? Because it's rap. If you're not rhyming, you're just talking. You know what I mean? Like
Facts.
that's the point. but like, um, but I'm not doing it so much that it gets lost in translation. You know what I mean? You still got to make good songs.
Yeah.
Like you can't just be rhyming crazy and it'll sound dope, but you got to be talking about something and it got to fit the mood of whatever the beat is. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Much more melodic bass, much more
yeah,
appealing to trying to appeal to a certain mass and demos. It's just a whole
and
different energy.
yeah, and you got to know how to make every kind of song. You got to
Yeah.
know how to make the songs that you listen to when you go out, and
Without
the song.
forcing it though, without it.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
you should never force it.
Yeah.
But you got to be in those moods. If you never go out to the club or something, don't try to make a club song. You don't
Yeah.
know what the atmosphere is. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? But you got to be able to make those. You got to be able to make the ones you listen to on the long drives, the ones you listen to in the gym. That's what music. Joe Budden said, music is what feelings sound like. And ever since I heard that, that clicked in my head. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, man. Shout out another Joe Budden reference. Hey, listen, get
yeah,
him to holler at me. Cause I need to school him on a few things, cause he didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
about the Adi Boom situation.
yeah, yeah,
He didn't know about that. They ain't know about Hitman and Verb battled already. I ain't gonna never forgive them for that.
yeah. That was crazy. But at the
So
same time, he often says on his podcast his memory's fucked up. So
yeah,
I think it. You know what it is with battles. If you see just the thumbnail, you'll remember. Oh yeah, I seen that before. That happens with me sometimes.
yeah,
Like I forgot Bender and Fredo battle. Rest in peace to
rest in
Bender.
peace
He's
to Bender.
amazing. He was amazing.
Yeah,
I forgot how crazy their battle was, but I remember like because I watch battles still sometimes, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that whole battle. Like I look at it and be like, yeah, I remember watching that. You know what I mean?
damn. You said I watch battles still sometimes. Has being like in the mix stopped you from being a fan still a little bit? That kind of hurt when I just heard it. Yeah, I watch it sometimes. That
Because I
didn't
used to
feel right.
watch it way more. I used to watch it way more. I used to be up on everything,
Yeah.
every new guy, you know what I mean. But yeah, being part of it makes you more. You study more than you enjoy. You know what I mean? Like
I can feel that.
when I'm when I wasn't battling like that, or when I was battling, but it was like once a year or something.
Mm.
Like that's why, like I told Arsenal, UW, I don't count that because I had like 4 battles there spread out between the span of 3 years. Like that, I didn't really go like start there or whatever. But um, yeah, like I was watching it, but I wasn't actually like being on a big stage wasn't a reality yet. You know what I mean? Because I was just battling in little basements and shit like that. But like now, if like I said, I'm thinking about Summer Madness, and I'm like, if I get booked on that in Houston, in front of that crowd, I gotta look at what people are reacting to. You know what I mean? I gotta look at what people enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
but find the medium between that and what I do. Because at the end of the day, fans still want you to be you. You know what I mean? But like you still evolve. You know what I'm saying? So like
Absolutely.
now when I'm going back and I'm watching Pat Stay and Suge or DNA and JC or something like that, I'm studying more than I'm enjoying. I can only enjoy battles if I'm not battling on that card. Like at Nome, I couldn't enjoy battles until after my battle was done. You know what I mean? I enjoyed Geechee and Nitty because my battle was done, but
Right.
I was still studying. I was still all right. He said that bar like that. Like that's I see what he's doing
Oh,
there.
that
You know what I mean?
sucks. That's
Like
ass.
noticing it's still in there. Like you enjoy it, but still not as much as like a fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
That's
like the old when I was just a fan, you're gonna end up getting those extra reactions. To like somebody will say something and I'll be like, that was crazy.
yeah.
But now it'll just be the face like, I see what he did. You know what I mean? Like that's it.
A
That was
casual
fire.
joint.
Yeah, or you'll get like a that's crazy. You know what I mean? But like other than that, I mean, I'm part of it. It's not. I'm not saying it's not enjoyable. Of course, it still is. It's just I just try to learn
Yeah,
every time.
because
That's why I want to keep.
it's still a business for you.
Yeah, yeah. I just said I was just gonna say I still want to learn something. That's why I want to battle the guys that have all this experience because I'm gonna learn something new every time I battle. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Last question, because I'm gonna get you out of here about I battle, man. I know that's still near and dear to your heart.
Facts.
Shout out to Lex and them.
Shout out to
Somebody just asked about Dunch. Would that be a possible on your return? Could you ever see yourself facing him in the future, or like what are your? Because I know you got a lot of things going on with URL and things, but whenever
yeah.
you return, ideally, what's the matchup that'll make sense for you over there?
Yeah, Dunch Lex thinks that battle will be crazy. I think that battle will be crazy. Dunch is amazing.
Got Busy versus
Can't
Jables.
wait to see what he does in the King of the Dot tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Dunch is incredible. And he's very dangerous. I love the battle Dunch. I think my when I go back to I battle is gonna be either Dunch or somebody that like can't battle on URL. I could probably do that on I battle. Like if like me and Pass, I think me and Pass would be an incredible battle. but I don't know if it's gonna happen on URL. But it
Right.
could most definitely happen
Happen on iBattle.
on iBattle. Nestle is one of my favorites. I think he's mad underrated. He's
Best flows
incredible,
of all time. One of the
bruh.
best. He's on my top
Easily,
flow list. Like
easily,
I was seeing that list
easily.
go out. I was sad that people wouldn't put him on there. I was pissed.
He's in my list. He's in
Okay.
my list of writers. Like Nestle is amazing. So I think that battle would be crazy too. But again, I don't know if it would happen on URL, but it could most definitely happen on our battle. So it's probably going to be one of those or Dunch or an up and comer. You know what I mean? Like Sneezy Bo. Because the process that Lex, I had to give Lex the shout out in the Arsenal battle because he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like he's like he really loves this shit. You know what I mean? And he likes building people up. And so if I can do anything to help, you know what I mean? Like even if it's a one rounder or something like that, I'm with it. You know what I mean? I'm forever giving all respect to Lex. You know what I mean? I'm here because of Lex. Because Lex pushed me. Because Lex had this whole plan of what I should do and all of that stuff. And that plan that Lex had is what got me the URL battle and the London battle. And then from that's how everything started rolling. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I want to see. So let me tell you who I want to see you against over there. So Dunch is first for me too. I agree. I think that battle
Yeah.
makes sense. He's been on the run. If you're going to get somebody an up and comer guy, I know people want to see Knox, but I don't think he's quite ready for that yet. But we'll see what he
Yeah.
does against Luke Castro. You know,
Shout out to Knox.
shout out to
Yeah.
Knox. But I do like CJA. I do like what I see from him.
He's fire.
I do like what I see.
CJ is definitely fire.
So I wouldn't be mad at that. Maybe red flag, somebody like that. I would like to see one of those matchups. But you're talking about guys who you don't know can get to the URL, but for sure, I think there's a Christian brother that I wouldn't mind seeing you
Oh
battle
yeah,
over
A
there.
Ward. Thank you for reminding me.
Ding ding
Me and A
ding.
Ward talked about this too. Yeah. Like we're like, if it doesn't happen on URL, we could definitely do it on our battle because so when A Ward was supposed to come over here, I think it's out now.
Yeah,
P said it. He was gonna battle Twerk, but then Twerk got in the accident.
accident.
So then the second battle offered to him was me versus him, and that was gonna be on the Smack volume that with Sean and Pat Stay, Geechee and Goods. It was gonna be on that.
Oh wow.
But I guess they couldn't come to an agreement with the business or whatever. Uh, A Ward is amazing. He's fire. I think that battle would be incredible. So
Lex, I know you
yeah.
watch my shit because you tell me you do, unless you're lying. But I don't think you're a liar. So listen to
Nah,
me.
he probably does. He watches.
Yeah. Everybody, I'm looking in the chat, people saying that's fire. A Ward and yo, I never asked for this, but if y'all want to see A Ward versus Sikh on iBattle, let me see some flames, man. I want to see some flames real quick,
My
bro.
bad.
I need to see something. Let me, y'all. There's flames all over this place. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Nobody, Bum Nitty, Simran, Amina, Giovanni. Yeah, Lex. The people
Yeah,
have
yeah,
spoken, and you say you a
yeah.
person of the people, right? Get that
Of
shit
course.
done.
Yeah, yeah,
we ain't gonna play with y'all. We ain't gonna play with y'all.
yeah.
So Sick.
I still got a couple minutes. I saw a couple questions I didn't get to answer.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. What was the
so
question?
everybody, if you got questions, put it in the chat. I'm looking at the chat right now.
Oh, he's looking at the
Somebody
chat.
asked, free weights or machines? Always use free weights. Don't use machines. Will fuck up your form because there's only one. I'm sorry to even do this, bro. My bad. I'm in my gym bag, but
No,
like,
go,
yeah,
go, go,
there's a
go.
free weights because like it helps. It helps you build your form. If you're doing a machine, you're just doing one form. Your stability isn't getting built. Uh, would I battle a female? Yes, I think me and my verse would be crazy.
You
I
in
think
my verse.
I think me and Young Gaddis would be crazy.
I
But
like that.
Gaddis is the homie. Gaddis is the homie. I just did a song with her and Chilla Jones that should be out soon. Who else would I battle? Vixen would be crazy. I know Vixen just called me out
I want to see you in coffee.
after her last one.
I want to
Me
see
and
you.
Coffee?
I want to see you in coffee. Yeah,
That would be dope.
I just think you need somebody that's gonna bark back. Like Vixen
Yeah,
is one too.
yeah, yeah.
Vixen is
Yeah,
one too.
that would definitely be crazy too.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Misfit, that would be dope.
See, some
What
more.
is Bum Nitty talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. Bum Nitty
yo,
in here
shout,
just
yo,
wilding.
yo, shout out to him. He's a big supporter, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for all of that.
And I want to shout out somebody who's been a supporter of you too. He was early on YouTube. He ain't here right
Mhm.
now, but shout out my man E Echo the Light on Twitter.
Yeah, shout out to him. He was definitely early on it.
Like that. That's my guy.
Music, yeah, music will be out soon. Shout out to you. Yeah, music's gonna be out pretty soon. Pretty definitely before my next battle.
Somebody asked current favorite battler outside of yourself. So current.
Outside of myself. Current. So not somebody that's been here for a while. Or maybe somebody that's just on a run
active,
or something.
Active right now.
Yeah, active right now.
That's a good question.
Besides my class?
It can be your class.
I mean everybody in my class. I'm new era. But other than that, let me think. That's tough. Why is that tough?
I don't know.
Because I don't want to say the normal answers like Geechee and Nitty, of course. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, unless
I'm
they're truly your
like
favorites, you can't fight who it is.
Yeah, no, they are. Who else is really dope? I could go into the Crucible bag. Kid Slade is fire. I just seen that Kid Slade in Casino shit. Both of them are crazy.
Heavy.
Next is amazing.
Next is nice. That's funny because you were supposed to battle next on Only the Strong. I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that?
We did an interview. I had both of y'all on, and I was like, "Oh, this shit gonna be crazy."
Yeah. Nah, we were supposed to battle, but then COVID happened. So it was literally the day before my flight. They shut down shit in like New York and Cali and places like that.
This shit Bob Diddy be asking.
I want to fly, bro. I don't want to be invisible. Why would you want to be invisible?
Yeah.
Like, from what? Yeah. Fly? I don't got to drive anywhere. I'd much rather fly, bro. When me and Lux are going to happen? Shit. That could happen whenever Lux knows who I am. Like,
oh, he definitely know who you are. He know about you for sure. Somebody said get a dream card.
A dream card? Shout out to Next in the chat.
Next in the chat. I hate when you just pop up on dog. Make yourself known. Don't just come in here.
Nah. You know what's crazy? I seen Next texted me like an hour ago, but I was doing something. I didn't get to respond. My bad, bro.
He told you don't do this interview.
On right after this.
He a hater. He a super hater on my channel. Get out of here, dog.
My dream card. I don't know. Am I taking up your time? My bad.
Bro,
I'm just trying to interact.
I wasn't trying to take up your time. I looked and I was like, oh, damn, we passed 20 minutes. I was trying to get you out of here in 20 minutes because I know people were like, oh, this ain't going to be 25 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta do DNA show, but he said he'll hit me up when he's ready. He hasn't hit me yet, so.
Oh, well, we can run it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we could.
I'm good, man.
Dream card. I want to see Disaster versus Briz. Ooh, I think that would be crazy.
I've never thought of that.
You know what? I want to see Briz and K-Shine, Disaster versus Twerk. Let's see, who else? Calico and T-Top. Nah, they battle. Calico and Geechee. That would be one.
Geechee is the one.
Nitty and Conceited. Hollow and Mook.
You just want to see no. He not slick. He just want to see Nitty wash Conceited because you was on my show talking. I don't forget shit, dog. You know me, dog. He was on this show talking real greasy about Conceited, about he'll get washed.
Yo,
come on,
dog. Fuck with Conceited, man. I just think that's like everybody wants to see that, right?
No, we do not.
No,
we're good on that. 5 years ago, sure. I do not want to see that shit right now. No.
Let me think. Who else? This Goods and Pat Stay. That would be crazy.
I actually want to see Ill Will and Pat Stay on the big stage. I think.
I want to see Ill Will and Hitman.
Shit.
Ill Will and Hitman would be crazy.
You got that.
So if we're doing one card, that's what we got so far.
Yeah, that's
right?
tough too. Yeah, that's tough too. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, that's all I could think about right now.
Somebody asked Sikh, are you a good rebuttaler or no?
I think I could rebuttal. I never tried it. I thought of
I
rebuttals
think
before.
you sure you haven't?
I
I
thought
thought
of
you
a
did.
couple. I've had rebuttals that I knew I would have used. You know what I mean? I had one verse Ars that I was gonna use if he talked during my third round. So in my third
What were you
round,
gonna say?
I was yeah, because I can't use it on anybody else.
You're right.
While I'm talking about the cop shit, I was waiting for him to like say something negative during my round or something like that. Because then I was gonna say something like, he's talking while I'm rapping. That's how you know I ain't lying. Stay quiet. Your cop buddy never taught you the right to remain silent. Like that would have been crazy, but he didn't
That
talk.
would have been fucking
He didn't talk.
crazy.
So I was like, nah, bro. I could have used that shit, but nah. Ours is very, composed and stuff, and it was a mutual respect. But
I'm gonna delete
could
that
you
part.
imagine?
I'm gonna delete that part in case you go against somebody with that same archetype, and you gonna have to run that. You gonna
Yeah,
run that? That's fire.
you know what's crazy? I do be thinking. I try to think. Oh shit! DNA just said his flight's delayed. All right, so we got time
We
if
got
you want.
time. If yeah,
Yeah, we
dog,
got
I'm
time.
here, bro. I ain't chilling, man. I ain't doing shit.
I was gonna say, what was I just saying? Oh yeah,
About
because
the
I
rebuttals.
battle with a strategy. You know what I mean? So like, I'll think of all outcomes. You know what I mean? I'll think of every outcome that's possible, and I'll sometimes I'll just think of a bar for it. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, yeah,
Did he
that's
said Ledge is real sick of this shit. He is the funniest person in chat. I swear. No,
bro.
man,
That's why
I'm
I was
rocking.
saying I don't want to. I'm just respectful, so I don't want to overstay my welcome. I don't know if
Nah,
you guys
I
going on.
appreciate it. No,
I
I
mean,
was like, I'm equally respectful. I don't like the whole
I just
battlers.
I just wanted to interact with the chat. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no. Like they got mad questions. Sick. Uh how would you dare against freestylers like Clips of Trez? Ledge is the best
How would I
interviewer this month.
how would I dare? How would I dare? How would I fare against them? Is that what he
Yeah, I think
meant?
he meant how would he fare. Yeah, he's changed
Yeah.
it for
Uh um I mean, what do you mean? Like I would do what I do. Like
Oh, I got
that
one for you.
yeah.
You got like you're one of the best rappers, pure rappers out right now. One of the best flows.
Mm-hmm.
Why haven't there been any discussions with you over at Verbal Warzone? That shit would be fire. You
You
going
know
against
how you know how crazy I'd go on Verbal Warzone, bro?
that's why I want to
What?
see that. I want to see that.
What? I would love to do a
If
Verbal
they reached
Warzone.
out, you could work something out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd battle anybody there. Just battling on a beat, that would be incredible. And the shit I would do with the pockets.
That's what I'm
What you know
saying.
what you
But
know
they
about pockets? What
but
you
you
know about
know
pocket switching?
oh shit. Hey, don't I'm out here. I used to be out here, man. I'm telling you. I don't know if you know
not
this.
you, not you. I
Oh.
mean like own it.
Oh,
Yeah. Nah,
okay.
I would go crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because now the thing is they pick the beat for you, so you can't pick your own beat.
Oh, I thought they picked the third round beat for you.
The
I thought
league
like
does. The opponent picks your so the opponent picks your beat. It's like
and then
pre
I pick one beat, he picks one beat,
yeah,
and then the league
the
picks the
league picks
third,
the
right?
third round.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he
Yeah,
might give you
that
some
would be crazy.
he might give you some
Yeah.
wacky shit like some fucking I don't know, so it's a wacky at like a nasty old Jay-Z volume 1 beat or some shit like I hate
I'd make
uh
it work, man. I'd make it work. I could rap on any tempo.
he gonna have you rap off of Sunshine. You ever try to rap off the Sunshine beat? That shit
I could
nasty.
do.
I
I
did.
could. Trust me. I could. I mean, I practice that too. That's where the flows come from. It comes from practicing rapping on different tempos and different beats and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. Somebody, the question just went away. I didn't see that one. Sorry, guys. I see the questions kind of moving fast in here. I missed a few, and I hate doing that. But shout out to you, BRN, for saying I get the best interviews. I'm working on them. I'm working on them.
Shout out to Ledge.
Yeah, yeah. What
If I was,
what what have been some of your best interviews? That's a good question. Like, who have you really like? You don't feel obligated to say me, even though I'm like top five. But
no, this is in there. Um, because I'm just talking about a bunch of shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Good questions. You know what I mean? I did an interview on good shit that I thought was super dope.
Mm.
Um, Me and Misfit the first time we had a good interview. Trying to think if there's like anything else. Me and Three Letterman have good interviews. I can't think of like one specific. Yeah, me and London Jen had a good interview
Oh,
too.
shout out to London
Yeah,
Jen.
shout out to
She
London
is the
Jen.
GOAT. She's so dope. Um,
Yeah,
Speaking of that, London, look at that segue. Off the dome
let's go.
too. I'm telling you,
Hey, let's
nobody they
go.
better not call me out, dog. I'm
Let's
telling you. I
go.
got a 30 clip waiting for somebody sick. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, my interview with Pat too. Yeah, that's one of my
I
favorites.
saw that one. That was
Yeah,
fire.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
fire.
yeah, yeah.
You were the man over there when you went against Maverick, bro. Like, when
Facts.
things open back up, how eager would you be to go back over there? And who?
Extremely. I'm eager right now, bro. The London crowd is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first big stage over there. I think Shotty said me and Unanimous would be crazy.
Ooh, that's the one. See,
Yeah, that
that's
would
why
be
Shotty a
crazy.
good businessman. That's who I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's you
I
versus
seen I
Unan.
seen Soul tweet about me. I think me and Soul would be incredible.
That would be good. It ain't you and
Um
Unan though.
Unan is incredible. Yeah.
Unan is so good, bro. He's battled over
Um
here before too. Like people don't realize, like he
yeah,
got
yeah,
experience. Like he's battled on King of the Dot. Like he's battled
yeah.
in the States.
I'll battle anybody over there. I fuck with the London crowd heavy. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I'm with it.
the chat saying Sick and Soul. Man, y'all better go watch some Unan battles, dog. I like
Yeah.
Soul. I like his battle versus Ilmac, one of the best battles of that year. But Unan is different. Like he brings a different
Unan is fire. Very fire.
battle intensity. Unan and I'm I would, I would probably I would say I don't see why Shotty wouldn't jump at that chance. Honestly, you and Shotty would be
Mm,
crazy too.
yeah,
I definitely want to see that.
that
Uh,
would be crazy.
Say, would you do a 2-on-2 against Shuffle and Marlowe? That's random as
Yo,
hell.
they are. I'm huge fans of them.
Shuffle
Um,
is really fire.
I'm even fans of Shuffle got a show called What Does It Sound Like? And he'll have people on and they play all these rhyming games. Like that shit is super fire too. Yeah, they're incredible, bro. Like as a 2-on-2, they're
Yeah.
crazy. If I was battling them, I would I would need a partner that's gonna like me and Kid Chaos versus them two. We would do some creative
That'd be
shit.
some real
You know what I
creative
mean?
shit. I was gonna ask
Yeah.
you that. If you are offered to do 2-on-2 again, would
Mm-hmm.
you try to, clean up and like go back to the drawing board and grab B Dot like we gotta correct our mistakes, or would you get a different partner? How would that
Yeah,
go?
me and B Dot definitely gotta redeem ourselves, right? Like we talked about that. Yeah, we'd battle somebody. I think me and Kid Chaos would be a crazy team. Me and Ace would be a crazy team.
That would be fire.
I think me and Jay the Nightwing, that would be a
Yeah.
ridiculous team.
I think you and Twerk would be fire too.
Me and Twerk, yeah. Any of the Jersey guys. Trying to think who else. Like who else? You know what? Me and Eddie I would be a fire team
Oh yeah.
if we ever did a two on
Eddie is
two.
so underrated, yo. People
Bro, he's underrated and his music is incredible. Go
music
check
is
out
so
Eddie
good.
I's music if you haven't. He's incredible. Like he's not just like his music is A1. I'm not just saying like he's good for a battle rapper or
No,
something. No,
no,
his
like
music
he's
is
an he's an
A1.
artist. He's a real
Yeah,
true artist,
yeah,
for real, for real.
yeah. Me and Eddie, I think would be a fire team. Uh,
Now, I do want to tell you who I really want to see you against, and I don't know how we got to make it. I guess it would be iBattle because iBattle is the buffer for when certain battles can't happen.
it's like ECW.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like ECW. Shout out,
yeah, yeah,
shout out to RVD and Flynn.
mhm.
People don't
Yeah, yeah.
remember those classics they had. They don't know about that. I'm
Right.
34. Never mind. I don't want to lose nobody up in here. They don't remember that Flynn RVD rivalry. But the matchup I want to see, and whenever he gets time where he feels like coming back, is honestly for me is you and Ilmac.
Yeah, that Ilmax in my top three best writers ever. Like
Top three?
top three. Yep,
What's your three?
100%.
I haven't seen that. What's your three? Top
You know
writers.
what's crazy. I have it here somewhere because I was gonna go on Chilla's show
And he was doing
and
the top 10.
he asked for the top 10. Um, I'll try to go. I'll try to remember it. Yeah, Ilmac was in there.
And you sure he was
They
top 3?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Ilmac was number 3. I'm pretty sure I had like Daylight, Lux, Ilmac.
Daylight, Lux,
Um,
Illmac. That's crazy. That's really high praise.
who else did I have in there? I think I had Nitty in there. I had I had Nestle in there somewhere. I had Diz in there.
Hmm.
Um, who am I forgetting? Lou Cipher is in there. Um, Chilla, obviously.
Solomon.
So I think Solomon was in there. Yeah. Um, a lot of people say Pat Stay jokes that his writing ability is incredible too. He was in there. Oh, Briz was in there for
Oh,
me.
that's interesting. As a
Yeah.
writer,
Yeah. Because
explain that one,
again,
because a lot of people will look sideways at you on that one.
I my writing is more than just punches, right? So like
Absolutely.
writing the shit that Briz does with the pen is crazy. The way like when he was battling Ill Will, fuck Yaktown. I like dark liquor. Like tonight the yak gets served by the bartender. He's rhyming with bartender, right? But
Mm-hmm.
he's not just rhyming with it. He keeps going. I target you like a Nazi in a bar mitzvah. He's breaking the words up to make it rap. I ain't leaving no prints. That's what I bought mitzvah. Then I'm carving a swastika and around in your top, it's a yarmulke. Like shit like
That's
that
fire.
is crazy. When he battled Young X, when he did that shit, the Matumbo bar, the shit that he led up to it, he rhymed the entire sentence. He said, "There'll be a slaughter in your house when I'm hype, bitch. Grip your daughter by the mouth with a tight grip, so the corners of my mouth get the white." He's rhyming the whole sentence. Then I wipe shit. Then I knife shit to the night. It's back to back rhyming. That's where his pen is strong. You know what I mean? Saying some shit while he's rhyming like that.
Is that more
So
pen or delivery and performance of what you wrote though?
no, delivery and performance is in it. But just because that's at 100 for him, his pen is not far behind because you gotta write the shit that you could deliver like that. It's not like he's delivering whack shit. He's delivering shit that is very well written. You know what I mean?
But I guess what I'm
His shit
saying
versus
is,
Loso, for example, this is another quality of writing. My bad.
oh, no,
This
go.
this another quality of writing. How long you could rhyme with something while still keeping it relevant and not repeating any words. That's part of being a pen
That's
because you're
dope.
rhyming, right?
Yeah,
So
no,
when he's
absolutely.
battling Loso and he does the Coke fanatic, he got a Roman Catholic Coke fanatic. He's rhyming with that whole thing. He came out with his clothes on backwards and the coat's adapted. I'ma go and snap it, but and he's rhyming that for mad long. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a skill.
that's part of writing. You know what I mean? So I think he was like number 9 or 10 or something like that. But he's definitely in there. Yeah, that's a part of writing that people don't look at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I guess what I was getting at is, do a person with a lesser, like, if you took what he put on paper and gave it to somebody who wasn't as strong in those other attributes, would you view them
Mm-hmm.
still as a great writer? Like, let's
No, because
say,
that's delivery and performance. He's like I said, he's not taking shit that's whack and perform it. He's not taking simple shit and performing it crazy. He's
no,
taking shit that's written. His strong suit in writing is the syllables he rhymes, right?
yes,
So
yes,
so that's why. So for example, I'll have people like Ilmac higher than that because they'll have whole rounds that are concepts. Diz might be higher than that because he'll do like a whole parallel universe scheme versus Danny, and it's a whole round where he's like breaking the shit. It's a concept to it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's the difference. You know how Kendrick has like concept albums, and then there's like other rappers that are just the shit will sound great, but then there's no substance in
it's
it.
yeah, or it's
It's
not
not that.
cohesive.
Yeah, it's so Briz is in the middle of that in the sense of where his writing is advanced and his performance and delivery is advanced. You know what I mean? So
I'm trying,
uh
yeah.
Yeah, I think he's definitely in there because that's part of being a pen. You know what I mean? We're talking about writing, and then there's different. Then there's another kind of writer, the kind of writer that's gonna make everything a double entendre. You know what I mean? Like Chiller, like
Yeah.
that's a different kind of writing. So there's different forms of writing. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Well, yeah, yeah.
but
Everybody isn't trying to like, yeah, fit a whole bunch of words.
oh,
You know,
B dot was in my shit too.
B dot is
Yeah,
up
B dot's
there.
in there.
I'm shocked you didn't mention Quantum. Quantum is a lot in a lot of people's sin.
He's dope.
That
His
was bad. That was bad right there. He,
that looked way worse than it was.
yeah,
I'm
on
not
camera that's gonna look crazy. That looked kind of wild.
nah. Look, Quantum is fire, all right? But like, he's also like, as a writer, yeah. The shit he writes down is really dope, and it's a lot of double entendres and shit. So
What's wrong with you, fam? Don't even explain yourself. I don't like this. I don't know what the fuck just happened to you, but that's not acceptable. That shit, yo, you got the chat laughing with you. No, we ain't doing that. That is crazy. Uh,
Quantum is fire, but I feel like I can name 10 writers better than Quantum. That's all I'm
that's all.
saying.
Yeah,
I'm not saying,
okay.
yeah.
That's respect.
That sounded crazy.
Yeah, that whole sequence just now, you just went dumb right there and just violated. That was violent. I'll feel if I'm Quantum, I'm violated. I'm writing bars for Sick if I'm Quantum right now. Yeah, there's some other guys I would probably put. I like Danger Pen a lot. Danger versus Kid Chaos is one of
Danger's dope. Yeah,
Danger versus Kid Chaos is one of the better battles I've seen that nobody really talks about. That battle was fucking phenomenal.
that battle was crazy. That
You
battle
were
was
there, yeah,
crazy.
because you
Yeah.
battled Magic, right?
Yep. That
Question:
battle.
When you guys did you ever go outside when people were battling like the other people was
In between all the battles, we congregated outside.
could they
You know,
actually hear what was going on in there or they couldn't hear at all?
I think they called somebody, like somebody that was inside, and then they had whoever was outside had the shit on speakerphone.
Mm.
But I don't think they could hear too much of the words. I think they more so just heard probably like the delivery and shit. But like, and they saw people reacting. But other than that, nah.
That was a weird setup. I just seen them looking in the glass like this and shit. I'm just
Yeah.
like, what the some
The biggest shit I remember from that is, so in the room from my view, JC was in there, K Shine was in there, DNA was in there, along with Smack and Bees. But the reactions they were giving to what I was saying was, like I said, that's what I do it for. So to see Shine react, you could actually, if you watch the battle, you could see the reflection in the glass
good, yeah.
because the sun started going down. So like midway through the battle, it starts getting dark a little. So you can see the reflection. Yeah, and Sean, JC, DNA, the way they were reacting to my shit was incredible. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I remember from that battle the most.
What you think is your best performance so far?
My
From
best
yeah,
performance.
and we're factoring in your material and from 1 to 3, all 3 rounds, not like just a high peak in one round, and given the quality of opponent, all of that factor in was the most
Um,
complete.
Chilla, Mike,
1 and 2,
one of them
okay.
is probably my best. Yeah, only because there's some things in the Danny and Arts battle, or maybe I just became more of a critic, to be honest, because I think the material, like my third round for Arts, had some of the craziest shit in there, in my opinion.
You see
You know what I mean?
Math kind of clown you for the belt shit.
Oh yeah. The belt, bro. The belt shit was in my head. It was different, and I was trying to make him flinch because I was hitting the belt like right by his feet. So I was trying to make him flinch so then I could two for flinching. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, that was great.
but you know why? You know what my mistake with that was?
What?
I didn't set up the you pulled out a belt versus twerk thing well enough. I kind of just mentioned it. You pulled out a belt versus twerk, and then I pulled my belt out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, if I made that like a thing, it could have became a moment when I was like, all right, now it's your turn, type shit. You know what I mean? I just thought it was funny. You know what I mean? But it seemed like I didn't take into account that I'm 220 pounds beating the shit out the floor, it kind of makes everybody
the optics
be like,
wild.
it kind of makes everybody like apprehensive, like what the fuck
Yeah.
is happening? You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, the optics of that look wild. But I was waiting.
exactly. Shout out to B More, my bad.
Yeah,
Shout
you
out to
had
B More. Yeah, I had 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which is why that was an idea I had. But if I had more time, I would have probably,
Oh, my
set it
bad.
up
I
better.
ain't know Bumdy asked that. If Sikh can battle an industry rapper, who would it be? Bum Nitty.
Um, I mean, besides like M, like the greats,
I
like
mean, that's
M would, I think, Royce, but these would have to be small room battles. I think all industry rappers, when they come back, they should come back to like a volume setting or a caffeine setting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that. Because the big stage is completely different. You got to get used to it. So I think M would do good in a volume setting. I don't think M could rap the way he raps in a bit on a big stage.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Or put him on Verbal Warzone. That'd be your first time appearing. And you know who this is? So
Yeah.
I'm just shooting shit right now. I'm just having random fun right now. You and I don't even know if you follow this guy, but I used to wait for him to blow up and never did. But nobody, I feel like, I ain't gonna say nobody. There's very few that can rap like him. On a beat, you versus Corey Guns.
Corey Guns was fire.
Corey Guns is still
Corey
fire.
Guns dope.
I heard something recent right now. I was just like, yo, he is still amazing rapping, bro.
Yeah, he's super dope. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
that would be crazy.
That's just some random shit right there.
I feel like there's a better. You know what? This is the answer. And everybody else here, though, that's dope. Me versus Crooked Eye would be my dream industry battle, because Crooked Eye, like I said, he's probably my biggest influence. Like, I rap a lot like Crook, and that's because like I listen to a lot of Crooked Eye shit. You know what I mean?
You think you do?
What, that I rap a lot like Crook? I probably punch a little more because battle rap. You know what I mean? But like my I definitely all the flow switch ups and shit like that. I learned shit like that from Crook, because like Crook, everybody else before like would be really really good at like one thing, and then they'd be good at other things, but it wasn't their strong suit. I feel like when it just comes to the ability to rap, Crooked Eye will be on a song with your favorite rappers, and he's gonna have the best verse. There's a Made You Look remix that they did. It was Crooked Eye, King Los, Cassidy, Mickey Fax. There was mad people on it. Crook swept them.
I gotta go listen to that. I don't know if that's true.
Listen to. I'm dead ass, bro. He swept them, bro. Like he's they were good too. Everybody else was good, but Crook swept them. Every shady cipher, Crook had the best verse.
Yeah.
Almost every time he rapped with M, he had the best verse. 70 to 75% of them Slaughterhouse songs, Crook had the best verse. Like, he's like, when it just comes to ability to rap, Crook is incredible. He's definitely one of my influences. So that would be my dream industry battle.
Crooked Eye. You said I'm not much of a Crooked fan. I'll listen again. Yeah, check him out. Yeah, Crook got a lot of dope shit.
Yeah, I'm trying. If I had to suggest something, if you like concept albums, he got this album called Good versus Evil, and on that, it's basically the concept of the album is it's like 50 years in the future. You know what I mean? Global warming affected everything. So like now when it rains, you can't be outside. The fucking economy crashed. The middle class isn't there anymore. It's just like the rich and the poor. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The cops are more like vocal about killing you instead of trying to hide it. Like all the extremes, all the problems that we got today are put to the extreme. And it's in some crazy high technology world. This is the concept of the album. This shit is crazy. That sounds wild. And then he makes great songs, and basically it goes from, him describing the situation, him building like a rebel party, like, and then going to the to whoever, not the president, the leader, whatever his name is, right? who it sounds like was based kind of on Trump because it came around that same time.
Oh, I'm sure it
And
was.
and then like him, and then all his rebel party going and fucking trying to eliminate him. That shit is fire. There's two parts. The first one is like one leader, and then there's like another leader in the second part. He said he was gonna release more. If you like concept albums, listen to that.
I love concept albums.
If you just want to hear Crook rap, just go to like the Shady Cyphers. You could go to. He got a song with Snow the Product called "Not for the Weak Minded." That shit is crazy.
I like Snow.
Like that Made You Look remix. That shit is crazy. Yeah, he's and listen to any Slaughterhouse song. Like he's fire, bro.
Did you hear Lupe and Royce today?
I heard it today. Yeah, I did.
Got that?
Royce rapped better. It sounded like Lupe was freestyling.
I thought I was the only one who thought that. Okay.
Yeah, nah, Lupe was freestyling, man. Lupe was freestyling. He said some good shit, and I think he probably attacked better, but Royce rapped better. It's kind of like the Pusha T and Drake shit. I think Drake rapped Duppy, he rapped better, but Pusha T attacked better. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it goes down to I like the Royce's shit a little bit more. You know what I mean? But I appreciate the back and forth.
What's your favorite diss track ever by an artist?
Oh man. Probably either Wake by Joe when he was dissing Drake.
Really?
Or Checkmate by Jada to 50. It's probably one of those.
Checkmate was fire.
Checkmate was crazy. There's definitely more. Hit 'em Up gotta be in there. Ether gotta be in there. You know what I'm saying? Like those are like
no.
Takeover gotta be in there.
Gotta be in there. We ain't gotta do that.
You don't like?
I'm a J stan, so I'm gonna with you.
I thought Takeover was better because it was more facts. Like the attacks were better, but I think
multiple people.
Yeah, but I'm saying that third. So like the shit he was saying to Nas, went from top 10 to not mention at all. Your security guard verse better than yours. Like he's talking to him. The shit he was saying was like reality. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Nas was more like, man, fuck you. You got a big ass nose. You got like all of that. Like I get why people say that. But yeah, I think Takeover was better. Nail in the Coffin by M when he was dissing Benzino. That's one.
That was
or that shit when he was dissing Mariah. It's crazy that he has diss tracks out against people like Mariah Carey, but like that shit was crazy too. That shit was crazy.
No, that shit was crazy. I think some of those.
I liked Kill Shot a lot too. The shit against MGK.
MGK, I didn't like that much, man.
What?
You thought that was crazy?
He had haymakers in there.
I had to listen to that again. I didn't like it at all.
What he said? He said the only way you as long as I'm shady, you're gonna live in my shadow. That shit is because how he set it up is you gotta fuck him in my flannel, give him my tent. Like he was saying, like MGK is like his stand or whatever. Like so, as long as I'm here, you're gonna be in my shadow. But as long as I'm shady, you're gonna be in my shadow. That's kind of crazy.
That bar was nice.
That's truth. It's truth. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why.
I think I'm gonna go with Beans diss on Jada. That shit was hard.
Oh yeah, that was crazy too.
I think that was probably
crazy.
Favorite. Might not be the best, but the energy he came with, man. Beans was a monster. Does Sikh see himself being the Mook of battle rap one day?
I don't know if I'm gonna be in battle rap that long. Mook is in for what, 20 years now?
Yeah, 20 plus, heavy.
Yeah, I mean the current landscape of just hip hop. I could be here for maybe one more. Like by next year, I could be a household name, and like one of my songs could pop off or something, and then I get a deal. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
you out of here?
And I'm a still battle, but I'm not. Mook is a pioneer. You know what I mean? He like started this shit. You know what I mean? So I think I don't know if I'm gonna be in battle rap that long, but battle rap is a passion of mine, but it's not the only goal. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be in a space to where if you mention the greats and then my name is next to them, it makes sense. But I'm trying to do that just in rap in general. That's the goal. So when you say the J.M. Nas and everybody, and then even if number 10 you say Real Sick, it makes sense. That's the goal. Like to be, because battle rap or hip hop is such a opinionated genre. You can never just all across the board be the best. People are gonna have different opinions. So all you can hope for is when, you know, people say your name with everybody else, it makes sense. You know what I mean? So like you said, like Jay, I'm guessing Jay's your favorite.
Absolutely, he's the GOAT.
So like, but like if somebody says Nas is their favorite or M is their favorite, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell them they're wrong, but I get it.
But that's exactly that's all you can hope for. You're wrong, but I get it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Damn, I had a question until you just brought up Jay.
My bad.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I can get it back. Okay. You know, the question was about, you said M is a wrong answer. It says Giovanni. M is
crazy. I heard Locksmith. Nice. Crook and Locksmith got a song. Just type their names in. That song is fire.
Yeah, Locksmith.
Yeah,
I guess that'll be like, he's like the only person who really gave up battling for real. Do you think you could ever cold turkey like retire? Like, I'm done, no more battles. Because when Locksmith said he was done, I truly haven't seen him since.
I don't know, because you get an itch. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't battle too long, I'll probably get the itch and I'll be like, I gotta battle somebody. But like, all right, let's, in this hypothetical world, right? Let's say I accomplish all my goals and I made it off rap, right?
Yeah.
And I haven't battled in 2 years. I'm gonna feel like battling. I'm gonna think of battle bars and have them on the side. But I'd probably return. I'd probably do that. I'd probably battle and put out albums and shit like that at the same time.
Wow.
But it would probably be like once every year, every 2 years, something like that. But you also risk, look, I understand the threat of battle rap. You know what I mean? You could get bodied and it fucks everything up.
No.
Battle rap is not meant to be digested 5 minutes after you've seen it. There's mad battles that you thought somebody won, then you watched it again, and it wasn't the same. You know what I mean?
So what would you suggest then?
Battle happens on Saturday. Announce the winners on Monday. Give the footage to the judges. Let them watch it again. Watch it with a clear head. Think about it this way. UM4. Are all those battles happening the same day?
First round, I believe, yeah, because it starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So.
All right, so what is that, 8 battles?
Oh, 8 battles, yeah.
You got 8 battles. What are the time limits? 2 minutes.
2, yeah.
All right, let's do this math, right? 6 minutes per rapper. You got a calculator? Yes. 6 times 16. What's 6 times 16?
He said, do you got a calculator? Yeah, because I'm not doing no math right now, brother. But,
yeah, me neither.
But yeah, no, 6, yeah. So 6 times 16, 96.
96 minutes of material, bro.
I actually think it's 2
hour and a half. That's a movie. You got a movie worth of battle lyrics. Your reaction, your mind at the first battle is not going to be the same way it is by the last battle. It's not. I don't care how fair you trying to be. It's not. You're not. You know how, like, you ever went like you know what they do at the wine tastings when you're tasting wines? After you taste the wine, you got to drink the water to clean. They call it cleaning your palate, right? So you could actually taste the next one, right? It's the same thing with this, bro. Like you're not watching all of them with the same. You're not cleaning your palate. You know what I mean? You're just stacking on, and you're not getting you're not experiencing the rounds the way they should be. I either change the name from judgment to first impression, because that's what it is. It's not a judgment. You're not judging the battle. You're giving your first impression on it. You're saying, all right, first impression is this. That's not a judgment. If you want to judge it, at least watch it 2-3 times before you judge it. You know what I mean? So watch the battles at once on Saturday. You know what I mean? Then Sunday, take your time out, watch them in a different order. You know what I mean? Like watch them backwards in the sense of you watch the last battle first and then go to, you know what I mean? Like watch it like that. That'll be a better judgment of the battle instead of just right after two. It's not even 5 minutes, it's 2 minutes. You get 2 minutes of deliberation to decide who you want. That's why you're getting all these dumbass explanations. Oh, I didn't like his face. Like what else? What else can you say? You didn't digest the material. You're getting 96 minutes, 96 minutes of material on Saturday. Whoever the judges are gonna be tired by that 8th battle.
That's true.
And you're gonna miss some things, even if you try not to.
Yeah, mentally.
Like you're gonna miss some things. Yeah, exactly. So I think either change the name from Judgment to First Impression or give it a day or two. Let the judges watch a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Digest the material. It's like the same way, you know how like, let's say Kendrick takes 2 years and then puts out an album. And then people just listen to it once, pick their favorite tracks and never revisit it. There's a reason it took that long. You know what I mean? You're missing a lot.
Yeah.
if you just
if it was that easy, you could drop albums every week. You know what I'm
saying? Exactly. So yeah, I definitely think there should be space between the battles and the judgment being announced. I think it should be like a week, but they're not gonna do that. So like, yeah. So that's why I'm saying have the battles on Saturday and then on prime time on Monday you announce the winners. It just sucks for the battle rappers because like you're like anxious until Monday. You don't know if you won or lost. Did you
always feel like this though, or was it through your experience going through it that you felt like that?
I think if you judging a battle here and there, yeah, you don't need to do that. But I mean, it's when you start putting 8 judged battles in a day, like the old judging battles, like Scribble Jam and shit like that. They're easier to judge because it's like 1 minute rounds, and you're freestyling. Like you could get a good judgment on that. That's not. But now you're getting 96 minutes of people at home putting thought into material. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way. There's no way you can digest all of that the way it's supposed to be digested in one watch.
No, that's a fact, man. I'm a big fan of judging, but there is some changes that should be made, and
absolutely.
You know, so it's not just who's judging, but it's the way they're judging the format.
Mm-hmm.
Real sick. I'm gonna get you out of here, bro. You've been more than kind with your time, dog.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, I don't know how many more we got of these, but I'm gonna make this one count. I'm chopping this up and keeping this. I ain't never deleting this.
I fuck with your platform. I appreciate all the good words, bro. As always, you can always get an interview. Like I'm not Hollywood or nothing. I'm never gonna become Hollywood. Like that's not me. It's not in my character. I fuck with you. Salute to the chat. Thank you for all the good questions and stuff. RealSickStore.com for the merch. We got the black shirts, we got the white ones, red ones, we got hoodies, masks, we got a lot of shit over there. Again, salute to everybody that's copped so far. It's been incredible. Follow me at RealSick99 on Caffeine, Twitter, Instagram, and tell URL who I should get next.
Yes, sir. Yeah, tell them, please, man. You see his logo, his Twitter and IG handle below. I always make sure I plug their shit there. So follow the brother. Didn't know. Yeah, you are on Caffeine. I think I'm following you. Yeah, let me make sure I'm following. Yeah. Let me make sure I'm following.
Yeah. I'll type in the chat right now.
Yeah.
So like,
follow Sick, y'all. Are you gonna ever use it though and like do a show, or you chilling on that?
I was thinking about it, and I got a couple ideas. I just didn't. I didn't explore that yet. You know what I mean? But I probably will. I think you got a lot to say, bro. I think people will fuck with it. Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, man. Get you out of here. Check them out. DNA shit still going down, or?
Nah, I think we're rescheduling for tomorrow or something.
Rescheduling that. Probably catch them tomorrow on the DNA show, y'all. Follow DNA. He'll give you guys the time when that's going down. But again, man, appreciate it. It's always a pleasure.
Salute to the chat. Salute to you. Thanks, bro.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for spending time with me, man. Y'all are the best in the world, and y'all know that. As always, keep it battle rap, y'all. Peace and love. We are out.